When you start anything, you probably think it's going to be smooth sailing up and to the right. Is that really the case? Well, that's our question today. Hi, I'm Paul Allen Clifford with TrinityDigitalMedia.com, and I want you to consider that maybe the metaphor for starting a business, starting a ministry, pursuing your calling should not be just a line graph up and to the right. Instead, it should be a roller coaster. So what do I mean by that? If you've read my first book, Podcasting Church, you're probably aware that I'm a big fan of a particular theme park in southern Indiana called Holiday World. Holiday World is known for a lot of things. It's known for having a holiday theme. Of course, it's Holiday World. It's known for having free drinks when you get into the gate, and they're free everywhere, so you can pick up a Pepsi anywhere you go. It's great. They're known for having a great water park. They're known for just service and having a clean park. But what they're also known for is wooden roller coasters. They've got three, and those three are the Raven, the Legend, and the Voyage. Now let's talk about the last one, the Voyage. The Voyage is supposed to mimic riding on the Mayflower in a storm. It's in the Thanksgiving area of Holiday World. Last time we went there, my mother-in-law, who has MS, rides around in a wheelchair, but she's still mobile enough that she likes to ride roller coasters. She's a baby boomer after all. We got a chance to ride the roller coaster, but the thing is, when you're with someone who is in a wheelchair, you don't wait in the regular line. No, you reserve your spot and then go back, and then they let you ride wherever you want. Now, one thing that I noticed here was that there's an initial push up a hill, and after that push you think, okay, this is when the ride actually starts. No, sometimes it does, but in some roller coasters they kind of fake you out, and you crest the hill and then you coast basically vertically for a short amount of time. That's sometimes how it is when you're starting something new. Sometimes you're pushing really, 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 really hard at the beginning, and then you get to the top and you think, oh, now I can coast. But guess what? That's not the truth. Now that you're coasting parallel to the ground, and then you drop. And that's the way that it is. Sometimes it's really hard getting started. Sometimes you think it's smooth sailing, and sometimes you drop. Sometimes you go back up. Sometimes you do a loop. Sometimes you do a corkscrew. Sometimes you do a boomerang. You do all these crazy movements in your business as you're trying to make the right amount of money, trying to continue to invest in the business, trying to just get it right. Because there's a whole lot of experimentation in starting a business, pursuing your dream, pursuing your calling. You probably don't know all the details of what you should be doing just yet. Think about Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is known for his Total Money Makeover and his conferences all about money. So people tend to think that that's really all he deals with, but that's not the case at all, because he also deals with something else, and that is leadership and entrepreneurship. So his latest book, EntreLeader, is all about principles of being a leader. I don't think that he had that in mind when he was first talking about saving money, getting rid of credit cards, paying off your house, that kind of thing. It just developed over time. I think that that's probably more typical than we'd like to think. I was writing the other day about Well, just in passing, Minnesota Mining and Mineral. Now, you probably haven't heard of that company. That's because they rebranded. They used to be a mining company where they would provide supplies for miners to do mining. But they saw the writing on the wall. They saw that that wasn't a permanent industry for them, so they pivoted. They changed from mining to their first product other than mining, masking tape. Masking tape. You wouldn't think masking tape had anything to do with mining, but as they were dealing with painters that needed some of the mining supplies that they were selling, one of the salespeople heard that their biggest complaint was getting a straight edge. So he invented masking tape. Now, years later, they invented something kind of similar to masking tape, only this time the adhesive wasn't quite as strong, and it wasn't covering the whole piece of paper, it was covering just the top edge. So you could write a note on this piece of paper, put it on something, remove it, and stick it back. We know that is the Post-it note. And you're probably thinking, wait, isn't 3M the company that invented the Post-it note? You're right. Minnesota Mining and Minerals, 3M. So there are all sorts of surprises that are laying ahead of you. Look for them. Keep your eyes open. It could be that God has a pivot in mind for you. He wants you to get started in one direction, and then all of a sudden you'll find that you're turning immediately 90 degrees in another. It could be that you think the bottom is dropping out, but no, that's just preparation for the higher hill you're about to climb. And that is the exciting truth of what happens when you go out and change eternity. Until next time, I'm Paul Allen Clifford with TrinityDigitalMedia.com.